Hi everyone! Today I'm going to talk about the things that I love and hate about the United States of America. Number one, I love space. Even if you live in a big city, you're likely not going to be shoved and pushed and bumped a lot on a daily basis. Of course, somewhere like New York might be a different story, but in general, you're not going to be touched by strangers in the U.S., and I love that. Also, it's really big. Our country has so many beautiful places to visit and a lot of different scenery depending on where you go. Number two, common courtesy. If someone does bump into you, they're going to say sorry. And if someone walks into a building before you, they're probably going to hold it open for you. Number three, the food. The food is so delicious. Maybe not the healthiest, but absolutely delicious. Our country was built on immigrants. People came from all over the world to make America. And because of that, we have the privilege of eating a lot of different foods. You're going to be able to find Italian, Korean, Chinese, American Chinese food, Ethiopian, anything and everything you can think of. You can probably find it if you're in a big city. Number four, everything's cheap, especially when you compare it to other countries. Now, if you live in a large city like New York or San Francisco, you're not going to be able to afford a house easily. But for a vast majority of Americans, houses are pretty cheap, especially when compared to other countries like Korea. It's really pricey to buy an apartment here. If I were to buy my 2-bedroom apartment here, I could easily buy a 2-story house in the middle of Washington. Food is relatively inexpensive too. There's so many options. We grow a lot of food, we import a lot. And in general, it's just really accessible. Even organic food is reasonably priced when compared to Korea. Number five, the holidays. I love the holidays in the US. My favorites are Thanksgiving and Christmas. Thanksgiving, it's so nice to get together with family. We just sit around the table and talk, maybe play a game or watch a Christmas movie. I love Thanksgiving food, especially pumpkin pie and my mom's apple pie. Christmas is lovely in the US. I love when people decorate their houses. The stores have a lot of Christmas decorations. Everything about it just feels so wonderful and festive. In Korea, it's more of a couple's holiday, so people might go out to dinner or go to an amusement park together, but families don't celebrate it the way that we do back home. The things that I hate about the US. Number one, healthcare. Healthcare is awful. Maybe you're lucky if you live in the States and your employer pays your premiums every month, but a vast majority of Americans pay hundreds of dollars every month and then still have a high deductible, and they have their co-pays and they still probably have high doctor's bills that come in. A lot of my friends that move back after living in Korea tell me how much they pay for insurance and how much they pay for their doctor's bills. It's like 5 times the amount that we pay for our doctor's bills here. If you pay hundreds of dollars in premiums every month, you should not pay as much as you do to visit the hospital. America needs a single-payer healthcare system. A lot of first world countries like Canada, Australia, South Korea, and so much more have universal healthcare systems, and it works. What America's doing is not working. Number two, immigration and TSA. Immigration is so uncomfortable. Even for me, I'm an American, and every time I come back, they question me like, what are you doing here? Why are you coming back? I'm just coming to visit my family. I understand they're just trying to protect the country, but if you travel outside of the US, most immigration officers don't treat you that way. They question you. They don't treat you like a criminal. And TSA, if you just go through the metal detector, they're so rude. I was shocked. I get it. Maybe they're having a bad day. They do it all the time, but it's unnecessary. If you travel to another country, they don't treat you like that. It's just not necessary. Number four, mass shootings. It's not normal. There is a mass shooting in America every single day. It's early February. There have been more than 310 mass shootings this year in America. That doesn't happen in other countries. It's not normal. Regardless of what you think the problem is, why it happens, something has to be done. Whether it's gun control or more care for people with mental illnesses, something needs to be done. I've been in Korea for 6 years. There hasn't been a single shooting among civilians in my 6 years here. Not one. Overall, I love America. It's my country. There are a lot of wonderful things about it, and there's a lot of things that really need to be improved. If you're thinking of visiting the States, you absolutely should. And if you live there or you've been there before, I'd love to hear about the things that you love and hate about it. So leave a comment down below and make sure you subscribe and check out my video about things that I love and hate about South Korea. I will see you next time. Goodbye.